Day 6 at the Biohacking Center. It's Saturday. It's Saturday evening. Last night we partied hard. Partying is hard work. Tonight we're just recovering, doing a little bit of office work, and here we have Wrong Tea Gardens. A little bit of tea. So I'll give you a little bit of a tour to my office. So here, let's put a little bit. This is how I usually do my office work. We have a little bit of a tea. Actually, we'll probably post Wrong Tea Gardens video. In this one we have some goji berries, cat's claw, and the best tea ever. This gynostemma based tea that's been said by David Wolf to be one of the best teas, and it really is really good. So follow along. I'll show you a little bit of a biohacking that you can do here when I go to work at the office, because most of us spend a lot of time. First of all, all around here we have a full spectrum lighting that actually mimics the sunlight. You actually can get a little bit of a vitamin D from the lighting, but it's actually good for your mind and your body, and just makes you feel good when you have all the full spectrum lights installed. But then when I go to my computer, what I have here is adjustable desk. So sometimes I can do my work standing up, which is good for the health. A lot of people are getting more knowledgeable about the benefits of actually having your spine straight and your position straight when you're working. So that a lot of times we realize that when we stand or when we sit around hours and hours, it's really not good for our health, and not very natural thing at all. So I have a standing desk here. I can log into my computer and then do some work. Also, what I have here for the mornings, for example, I have a little bit of a extra lighting to boost the feeling. Then what I have here is a little bit of aromatherapy machine. So it's a little bit of messy here because we do work hard here as well. And then we have a little bit of this one is a company called doTERRA. It's they have some good aromatherapeutic oils. There's also Young Living that I personally like as well a lot. So we have this aromatherapy, and then I can put a little bit of a peppermint going. And peppermint is when I do my work, and then if I'm ready to go home, go to sleep, I also have some different ones, Serenity, Wild Orange, different aromatherapeutic oils. So this is really cool because you actually are breathing some of the oils straight into your system, and it's a very good absorption, and it's actually very good for your health. So we'll post the links where you can find out much more about the benefits of aromatherapy. But I was actually surprised how much of a mood difference can they be, and how much of a good feeling they can bring. And so that's a really good biohack. Then another thing is that we have this Salli. This is from a company called Salli here from Finland. We also have the Salli's chair. This is very nice. What's nice about this one is it's actually sort of made to my height. So they have a different height. So what you do is you actually go and sit in it like this. This is good for the guys. Has a little bit of space here, so your important parts can breathe. And then also this gives a natural position for you to do your work. Your spine can align much better as you're working, so you can't accidentally just slouch and work like this, but instead you actually have to keep your spine straight. And it's very comfortable. You can relieve a lot of pressure from your hip flexors. A lot of our hip flexors are very tight for the most part, and this position is almost like you stand with Salli, is what the owner said when I talked to him in this one festival, that you stand with Salli. But it really is, and you can adjust the height a little more if you want. But this is very comfortable way. What I usually a lot of times like to do is, I have some other equipments, but let's not go into too much of a detail. I might put my desk like this and do this kind of a squatting position to really open up my hips. I do some work like this. It's very comfortable. I move around. My hips gets a lot of movement. My spine gets a lot of movement. So it's really good for your health. And the last thing I would like to bring up for this one is that we have this earthing mat here. So a lot of times I might be without my socks, connected to the earth. So earthing is something very interesting that you might want to take a look. I'm not going to go into the story of how earthing came about, but it's very fascinating. But nowadays, there's a lot of studies that can show that if you are connected to the Earth's ions and the atmosphere, it can actually be a very balancing effect for your overall health and for your body, because the negative ions that when you are, for example, walking barefooted on the Earth can balance your system basically, and give you a good feeling, reduce inflammation, help you sleep better, and just help you be connected to the Earth, especially while I'm working with a lot of electrical things like this big Mac desktop. You should have a Mac, of course. That's just a given. I'm not even going to go there. But with that said, this is a few things. We do have a lot of other things as well. I'm gonna take a little bit of a sip from my biohack tea and wish you a great Saturday evening.